Okay, to start out, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Soft Brown. They say that the shade of your eyebrows is supposed to be a shade or two lighter than the color of your hair. And I feel like this is the best shade that went with my skin tone and my hair color. I use the Anastasia brush number 12. And I got all these products at like your Ulta or Sephora should have it too. And this is what the brush looks like. And it's the dual-ended firm angled brush. I felt like this was the best one for my eyebrows. It gives you like that good sharp point if you want it at the end of your brow. So then I just get a little bit of product on my brush. I don't like to get too much because then it starts to look really, I think, too dark for my taste. But I just dip it in a little bit. I like to take my time when I do my brows, like, because they say that eyebrows make a person, so I need to make sure that mine are on point. Literally. And then I usually start with my right brow. I don't know. I just can't ever start with my left, maybe because I'm right-handed. But with it being on your tip, I start at the bottom and towards the inside and I work my way out. And I just kind of make the shape that I already have, but I kind of just form it to the one that I actually want. And like, it's not gonna look perfect as you're going, but the end result is always what we're aiming for. So I just got a little more product and I'm gonna do the top. So basically I'm just outlining my brow or giving myself the shape that I want. But when I start on the top, I don't go all the way over like I did on the bottom. I give myself a little bit of a gap before I start the top. And then this is where I really make that shape. You give yourself a little bit of an arch, not so much of an arch, and then this is what it looks like after you outline. So then with the product that I already have on it, I'm not going to dip it again because I don't want my brows to be too dark. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to start shading in, but I'm only going to do, I'm not going to go all the way over. I'm going to go start from the ends and work my way towards the inner of my brow. And then after I just shade in this brow of mine, and as you can see, like I shade darker towards the end, and then my hand gets lighter towards the inner of my brow. And then if I'm gonna shade at all towards the more inside of my brow, I like to start from the bottom and then I'll work my way. But I still leave myself like that little gap up at the top. Then I'm going to take the spoolie end of my brush and I'm going to blend it in even better. And I like to blend up and out and then down. Make sure you get that good shape to your brow. And sometimes I go a little too far, but I just kind of smudge it away. And honestly, I feel like the more you practice with your makeup, the better you're gonna get. I mean, that's the same, I believe, for like everything though. Okay, and then if I want to give myself a little more, I guess, definition on the ends, I get a little bit more product and on my angled end, and then I just go back in and darken it up. And I kind of hold my brush at an angle. I don't go like directly, like straight. I like to, I guess, use the sides of the brush to kind of like smooth it out as well. And then I'll just go in and shade it a little bit more. And then since I don't have the complete shape that I want in the inner of my brow, I'm going to go back in with this end and I'm going to just darken it up just a little bit. And I'm going to start at the corner and kind of like make it so I have a little, the illusion of hairs, I guess you could say. Just so I can get some coverage there for my brows. And then I think I'm pretty done with this, my right brow. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one real quick. Okay, so now I have my other brow done. I honestly feel like you don't have to master the dip brow pomade part, like putting that on. I honestly feel like once you go in and you kind of like clean up your smudged edges and everything, that's what gives you the fine looking brow. So what I use is, this is kind of getting to its last uses. I use the Sephora brow enhancer. I don't even know what shade this is in, if it even comes in shades. But I got it from Sephora. It's a Sephora brand. And I like that it's a pencil and it goes on really like thick, but not like super runny and creamy like a concealer would. I feel like when I use a concealer, it like it's too sharp for me, and my eyebrows just look like they pop way too much. And I like it to blend with my face, since I don't use a foundation really on the whole entire base of my face. So I go in with this and I just go underneath my brow. I'll go a little bit in the middle, and I don't go super close to my brow, because then I'm going to go in anyways and just blend it in with my brush. And the brush that I use for this, I don't know, I got this so long ago. It's Ivation. It came in a giant set. It's just a little brush that I like to use. I only use this to blend out my brows, or the underneath my brows. So then I'll just go in and then give my brow that clean look that we all like. And I like how like it is really creamy and it is thick, but it's, like I said, it's not runny. And then I just get my edges all nice and clean. And then, like I said, the extra in the middle, I'll just blend that in. Because you don't want your brows to be super enhanced on the whole like the inside and not the middle, because then I think your colors are just going to be off. So then I just go ahead and do that with my other brow. And I also feel like the brow enhancer that I have, like, in case you didn't like tweeze your eyebrows for every occasion, because you can't ever always be perfect, like, it'll hide those little hairs that are starting to come in. And then I make sure, like, for me, that like my arch is there, because a girl gotta have two. And I'm still not done. I gotta clean it up just a little bit. And then this is where I give it like that inner of my brow, that shape that I like. I like my eyebrows to be squared off. And I just use my finger, kind of blend it in a little more. And then without putting any more product or anything on my brush, I like to use the same brush that I'm using on the bottom to just define my top. But I said without any more product. You can if you want to. I just feel like it brightens up my brows a little too much if I use more product. So I just go in and I kind of clean up my top. And then I'll do the same over here. Make sure my edges don't look too cakey. I really like to make my stuff blend. Because, like they say, makeup's not supposed to make everybody look gorgeous. It's supposed to enhance the beauty you already have, so. And honestly, I think they came out pretty good today, if I may say. And that is how I do my brows. Keep on the lookout. I'll do more tutorials in the future. Until next time, be good or at least good at it. Peace.